Got this running me, curly yellow know me, she stutter, grin on me, and she straight from the phone, you freaky, she wanna play, tell me.
Hey, what's up guys, this is The Truth Speaks Out. I'm Sean Fowler, and unfortunately this is episode 3, the last episode of the summer, but we have a lot more interesting things to talk about as well as the NFL, superheroes, and of course my God segment, so stay tuned. Alright guys, for the superhero segment, I'm identifying the differences between the MCU universe, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Fox Studios, and also Sony Studios. So starting off first with the MCU, these are basically all the Avenger characters, going from Thor to Captain America to the Hulk to Iron Man to Black Widow and the new edition of Spider-Man. Basically what they did in the MCU was, just like I mentioned in the last video, they started with Iron Man in 2008, and they basically introduced each character's own movie, and we finally seen together in 2012, which is the Avengers. And from that point on, you continue to see more and more superheroes, which is now Ant-Man and also the Wasp. So basically the MCU is just a collection of all those superheroes coming together as one, and eventually, as we'll see in Avengers Infinity War next year, fight Thanos. Alright guys, so for the Fox Studios, this is basically the Fantastic Four, Deadpool, and of course, as we've seen, X-Men. Now, X-Men's been dating back since 2000, and they had over 8 to 9 films, and also the reimaginings or redawns of the Wolverine. So the difference between Fox and of course MCU is basically they have those set of characters. Again, X-Men, Deadpool, and the Fantastic Four. Now, Fox gets a lot of blame because most of their movies haven't been really too good, at least from the critics' point of view, which is the Fantastic Four, which first came out in 2005, and also Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, which me personally I feel like was okay, but it wasn't that well. And they ended up rebooting it and made the Fantastic Four again in 2015, which is terrible. And I'm not even going to show B-roll footage because that just wasn't a good movie. So then we could move to Deadpool, which was the new character that was introduced into the Fox films in last year. And the cool thing with Deadpool is not only because he's a new hero to most of the people's eyes who doesn't really follow the comic book universe, but also because we finally, or at least we wish we can see Deadpool to actually, interfere with the X-Men or other characters in that field, as we've seen in the movie himself with Colossus, and I don't remember that other super teenage something robot. But so that's the good thing with Fox, is they at least have a upside because the Deadpool review was pretty good, and I'll give it a B+. Alright, so for Sony Studios, this is where we had the first edition of Spider-Man back in 2002, and 2004, 2007, and also the reboot version in 2012 and 2014, which was the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. And yeah, now Spider-Man's in the MCU. And basically, like I answered before from some of our other subscribers, what happened, I guess they felt like they needed to go in a new direction. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't as good, so they just killed off Spider-Man in the Sony Studios and made him be a part of the MCU. But also, there is a rumor that Venom will have his own spin-off movie inside of Sony Studios. So I don't know what they're going to try to do because, again, Spider-Man's villain is Venom, and he's going to have his own origin story, whatever. And I'm still hearing they might have Insidious 6, but the only thing is, how are you going to introduce them without introducing Spider-Man? But remember, Spider-Man from Sony is now in the MCU, so it's going to look pretty awkward. So we'll see how that goes. So Sony Studios really doesn't have any superheroes. What's up? This is the football segment. Again, this is The Truth Speaks Out. I'm here with Clarence Brown, former NFL player, Canadian League player, and also Arena League player. How are you doing today, Clarence?
Oh, blessed and highly favored. Good to be alive.
It's good. I just want to ask a couple questions. That's okay. Just seeing your input on things. So, seeing that you play in the NFL, first in the Canadian League and Arena League, what was the preparation that goes? What was the difference in preparation that goes into each league? What was the mindset?
Well, each league is different in its own way. The NFL obviously is very serious, so people doing it for money. Each league is doing it for money. The NFL is just a different standard, So it's just like tunnel vision. You can't be in la la land when it comes to the NFL. Your mindset has to be basically like a robot. You have to be real keen because it's a professional sport. Barbarians, the game is fast, and it's a lot of politics that go on with it, so you got to be in tune with all that too. Canadian, it's the same thing because a lot of guys trying to go to the NFL, so they're more serious too. The game is a little different over there. Football field is wider and longer, so they basically have to earn it, but they're very more shape because of the football field, being longer like that. So mindset over there is just, you're happy that you're playing in a league where your next step is in the NFL. In a league where you're still getting paid. So that's the benefit of having different leagues to make people feel, still blessed in that craft. Arena League, it's a different league. One of my good friends is a Hall of Fame arena player, and that's why I respect the game so much because the game is not shabby. The average person can go out there and play arena, game is super fast. Obviously, the football field is smaller, and it's rapid. It's rapid. You know, that's why on average the scores will be like 68 to 70. That's a lot of touchdowns. That's a lot of action going on, and that's why a lot of NFL scouts respect arena because the game is so fast. That is like Kurt Warner, for example. You know, so it's definitely different than those three leagues.
If I could ask, so which league did you have the most fun in? I mean, I'm sure you had fun in each one, but like which one was like actually the most satisfactory if you had to choose?
I would say arena because it's just a different quickness, a different instinctiveness. You know, it's an exciting game. Fans love arena. You have kids right there waiting on you in the end zone, or right there. You just walk up to the fans, score a touchdown, play with the fans. It's just you dance, you do whatever you want to do, and it's just a fun game.
And what's the most memorable thing you had, say, again, each league? So I don't have to say with the NFL. What's the most memorable thing, I guess, that you can remember? That was.
Well, I would say arena. I don't know why God, I would say arena. Went to Texas. Well, actually, I came from Chicago. And I was here for like 2 weeks, and my agent was like, "Oh, we gotta go to Texas." So I went to Texas. So many athletes out there, so many great athletes. 5 hours on the other side of Dallas, and they had a lot of athletes. I played safety corner. He had another body. He had about 4 other safety corners. Everybody was good. That's the thing with professional sports. And I didn't go in. We had reps. I didn't go in until the 3rd time. Yeah, I was the last one. Everybody else did their thing.
Safety,
like,
right?
Yeah. So I was like, I gotta do something to not get cut. And one thing happened led to another. Boom, boom, boom. I made some plays, and then I made this crazy interception right before the halftime. When we had the meeting Monday, talk about who's gonna be cut, things of that nature, he brought the paper in. I was on the front page of the paper. So God was telling me, you good. And before that time, before I got ready to go to Texas, I was debating if I should go to Texas.
Right.
I'm on Pleasant Hill in my car, and I'm looking at Texas tags. I think I saw like 5 Texas tags. That's God's way of confirming that it was meant for me to go to Texas. That's what makes that so powerful.
Exactly. And you speak about God and things like that, and like, what's playing in these different leagues and everything? How do you feel that, I guess, God's process, like the confirmation and everything, how did he lead you through each thing, like just your relationship and stuff? Through each process, was it ever hard or difficult going through each step?
It was very, very hard, but he gave me the strength to know how to deal with it. Being from Chicago, I learned pretty instinctive, I could understand the street life, and to have a talent, it was kind of easy, coming up. So he always put situations in front of me where I had to really lean on him, and couldn't lean on myself. So my focus was long for a long period of time. Tapped into my talent and zoned out, being adopted.
So in the NFL, the biggest news is the Colin Kaepernick situation. How do you feel about that situation that's playing out?
Well, actually, I'm not surprised. Muhammad Ali. A lot of athletes went through a lot of stuff, so I'm not surprised they couldn't make any impact. So Colin, it's good that he's doing what he's doing, but he sees that he has no weight. There's just one man in the world that's being controlled by that kind of power, and they're flexing their power right now and letting you know that we run this. And it's sad to say that, but that's true. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth, but that's true. I appreciate what he's doing, but at the same time, I just think you need to understand what it's all about as far as who has all the power, and just zone out, ride in peace, let us see your talent. You know how they are. They've shown you how they are. You see, a lot of athletes backed up Muhammad Ali. I'm surprised that a lot of athletes not backing up Colin Kaepernick, coming to his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like as a whole, boycotting something.
Do you think he should be able to play in the NFL? Do you think he's talented enough? I think he is.
I've seen the talent over the years. He has elite NFL talent. I've seen him rip through the NFL a whole year. I've seen him rip through the NFL a whole year and could nobody do anything about it. He has that type of talent. That talent hasn't left yet. It's just that he's going through what he's going through. He's still training. I'm hoping for the best for him, but he trying to do right for what's being ignored out here. And a lot of athletes should be doing the same thing. So I applaud him for that. And I just don't like the fact that they're flexing their power to make it obvious. But they wanted to make it obvious so they can put all the other NFL players in their place, which is wrong. So let's just look at the world and how it's going. With every Trump being president, just look at every just look at it. It's happening. So it's good to just find your focus, stay in it, be at peace, and let God deal with the rest. So I hope get that chance to play and then just say, forget it, zone out, God, I see what type of world I'm living in, and keep it moving.
That's all you can do, man. Again, this was my trainer from training me for the Canadian League. He's an awesome trainer, Mr. Motivation himself. Very encouraging, very spiritual. He always tries to push you, to the limits that you can see, what you can do. So, Clarence, why do you think, people should continue to, get trained by you, and what do you, so how do you feel about that?
Well, it could be team fitness. It could be just about fitness. But it's team motivation fitness. So motivation is a huge aspect. And I just thank God for giving me that vision to add the motivation for people to just get really in shape from the bone out, really be in shape and learn along the way, but to be motivated in their spirit. So I would consider this as my ministry, to get close to people and to pour into their spirit, So it's like a win-win. Your body in shape, your spirit in shape, and you're leaving nourished. Right. So I just think that, our people need that these days instead of having just trainers just train them, blah, 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 keep it moving. We as men are here to be cultivators, to motivate our community, to be a staple in our community. So I'm just using my company to shed light out here.
Yeah. And again, this is Clarence Brown, former NFL player, Canadian League player, my trainer, Arena League player. I appreciate it a lot, Clarence.
No problem.
God bless.
Thank you so much.
Alright guys, for the God segment, guys, we have to remember that we live in a sinful world. People aren't always going to treat you right. People aren't going to treat you fair, whether you did everything for them or not. So we have to remember God's word and have a sense of forgiveness. Forgiveness is big. Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and He forgiven us. So when we come to Him and we actually repent and we come with a remorseful heart, and we really remember and know what we did, which was wrong, He forgives us, and we can turn the other way and forgive others. So if there's anyone you need to forgive today, or whatever you're going through, whether they hurt you bad or not, and if they act like they want to be forgiven, you should forgive them too. But forgiveness isn't just about forgiving them, but it's helping. It's not forgetting, but it's trying to forget. It's forgiving, because forgiving also heals yourself as well. So the big thing for today's lesson was just a sense of forgiveness. All right, guys, now this is the segment where I answer questions from our last few videos, or comments, or anything you had to say. So from Kennedy, you said that, how do you feel about other religions believing a different God? Now, again, like I said, I'm a Christian, but I don't have anything against other people that have different beliefs. One of my close friends is a Muslim, and I'm close friends with him. I haven't really ever told him to convert to Christianity. I felt like if God's going to place that in my heart, which is the truth to me, then I will try to, make that the action occur. But again, that's why I'm almost making this God segment, because you at least can spread the good news. Somebody can see your belief, and they can just at least think about it, or just question their own life, or whatever that's going on. I'm not saying question like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. And again, I'm not an enforcer. I'm not saying you better be a Christian or this is going to happen. I'm just simply stating, what I believe in. If you believe in something else, that's fine. That's what you do. But if I feel like something is the truth to me, and I feel like I can at least express it to you, whether it's through social media or anything like that, I'm going to do it. But again, I don't have anybody that has different beliefs. It's like if you're gay or anything like that, I might not agree with it, but it doesn't mean I have to disrespect you. So that's how I feel about that. And also, guys, I know in other segments I talk about the Marvel and everything, and I got the DC shirt on Batman, as you see, the best DC movie, one of the best superhero movies of all time, The Dark Knight. So shout out to The Dark Knight. I am a Batman fan. As far as my top 5 superheroes, I know this is the part of the end of the segment. Batman is my second favorite superhero, and I like Christian Bale. He's my favorite Batman. That's my Batman. But I think Ben Affleck will be okay too. I know that wasn't anybody's question. I just had to say it because I know I haven't talked about DC like I said I would have. But when I come back, this fall and for the holiday break, I'm gonna try to get on to the DC and all the other stuff, and give you more, I guess, highlights and things and personal opinions and reactions how I feel about what's going on and the 3 things I talked about. Again, guys, I appreciate you helping me out, subscribing, liking, commenting, and we'll see you soon. And again, please like, subscribe, and comment on this. I do have a YouTube channel. If you want to talk about anything that I talked about these 3 areas, or just who I am as a person, please hit me up. Follow me on Facebook, Sean Fowler, and yeah. So be blessed. There goes the editor, my boyfriend. Want to shoot one more? That's my sister, guys. I love her. She helped me do the project. Yeah. Okay, you gotta make one, Kennedy.
Don't believe it.
All right, guys.
Don't you dare go.
It was one big universe, and continue to make Avengers movies.